Good morning, peeps. Just wanted to share some light language with you. It's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I thought maybe we could all use some frequencies and codes. It's a lot of shifting, a lot of shaking up happening, a lot of bad things, but sometimes bad things end up being good things. So that's a conversation for another time, but it is painful for all of us to be going through things that we are going through. We're all looking at our choices. We're all looking at our options. We're all looking at our disillusions, right? There are a lot of disillusions that have occurred. And so disillusions are illusions created. So anyways, I thought that I would ask for a little help for all of us. So if you know me, you know that my request to you is relax, receive, and release. Release any thoughts, images, or feelings that are coming up for you while you're listening to this. Okay. Behanta inirako ila wahist. Shua ni mekheango I bahanda yen narako elebeapa. Ape a hohe de e ke o ko libi ich. Chu emaka. Ashe la ye chikera hi aloi ma. Mea ompoe ehepe akada di o doe maama. Oshte ala he shell o ko ikibi yawana. Nea bui bahamba eati lu ke epo e arisho. Sho e shelahi ashala beache kaye ne me e. Unki apaha. Oe pepe he hanto eleaka uiche. Unchi shoshoe ni mea papa ila de be e ko okoi imbebeki ulua. So I'm just gonna break in here for a minute. We've had the discussion that my belief, my understanding, is that there is no translation for light language. I don't even try, and we can have a conversation about that if you want some other time. But I do get a feeling, and I do get, because I am a channel, because I'm an intuitive, I also get intuitive messages sometimes while I am opening myself up to the frequencies and the codes. I'm a 24/7 channel. I'm a 24/7 intuitive. There's a but whenever I am moving my ego mentality out of the way to channel light language, I further open up my intuitive channel, and so sometimes I get messages, and so in that way, this particular message or frequency channeling that I was allowing to come through for all of us during that time, it felt as though it was grandmother energy. And you might have noticed the dialect, you might have noticed the voice change. I felt as though there was a voice change. But it felt as though the grandmothers were talking to us. And when I say grandmothers, you have to take that with a grain of salt. Everything has consciousness in my knowing. Everything has consciousness. Not everything is limited to a male and female counterpart or, identifier. Because everything has both, right? We are polarity. We are the perfect example of polarity and contrast. And so we all have masculine and feminine aspects and tendencies. And anyway, long story. If you know me, you know I might go the long way around to give you a message. And there is a purpose for that, believe it or not. There's information in it. At any rate, it was the grandmothers that I am feeling, the grandmother energy, the grandmother frequency. And what is the grandmother frequency for me? The grandmother frequency is sternness. The grandmother frequency is not just cookies and sitting in the lap of grandmother, being loved and being adored. It's also sternness. The grandmother frequency is one of truth. Grandmothers will tell you the truth, whether it hurts or not. And so that's what the energy of this felt like. It felt like truth. Truth is coming out. Truth is being shown in all of its aspects, and some of it's going to be painful. Because remember that the grandmothers were talking to all of consciousness, right? Not just those of us who are quote unquote woke. The grandmothers were talking to everything, saying truth is being brought out right now. And there is a sternness, there is a harshness to it, because some people don't like to hear the truth. And those that have been doing wrong, Anyway, let me go back to being the channel instead of being I won't say in my ego. There is an ego aspect when you're trying to explain things, by the way. So let me go back to the channel. Me hampai enke o lebesho. O meke ahandai ananare o libeha. Ape ahanke ande roi bai e shel o chiki mo ama. Ande anda dire o lehe o kai mihanko I baash ele chukoi ma ama. De aye chekere ho ila ama. Ne ama abapea waya shekele uko unkoi ma. Ne bube antai ananayi lepe o kawoi ipe hewa ashi inchiki lea antai little oilaba. They're giving you instructions, okay? That's what they're doing. Jema iampai and the kaile o te bahoe ma ame me yahanda yitike elo e papa. Esto elebehe unko imama ianama ye echekelo o. Oki ahama ia anchi po lebe e umba anti injibu kai bahia bai eta hoeleba ushte alai hesho kiyama ambaki onki balai ete hoeleba unka bai andere iula bahiwa oe shela e chako lebe e ki ungo ima ha ema ahe bo e babo I tai lai e kenaro o I bai wa So I'm being reminded that I was told once that we will always be given 3 days notice for anything that's going to affect us negatively, okay? We will always be given 3 days notice, so pay attention. And Hui eme, uhimai wa esh, shuhima kai enda kauli be poiba, bukipa, handa, andi, uhilibi e wikiba, baba hicha, hush, ela shela beki, okolobe beadrai in the mo, de behe po baba hia baba yukai, eko elaba he oesh, alumi miki ukoi. Ahiendai and namaki ukuiba bu bebehete la yende ke o lobo homi bahiasha Show me kai le re 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 ho I me ke wa mai a me ama bai re 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 I lo o mamai endi kai kai ala re re e tu ama shi ala ye shi anda ye ni kuana mai baboya di anda dari ana mai ni kai Baba yenda da ye hendi kai hene u bu baba yena ye chika leonda na na ma ye lumoy moe mama ma yendi ana ma yenki a o she cheki kuwa o mama yene ne de hole be hamba yeni kuaya o she ne me undu ama anda da yeli anga ye me o hoi ma ye mboya doe la ye te ki anke ama ye shiluhu o shila ya ma ye nini ko amba ye ma undi ana ma ye hene ki kokoi mama ye she o shishi na ma ye ne anka ye ni bo da 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 di andi no. So you might want to listen to this a couple of times, okay? I look forward to seeing all of you again. I look forward to the opportunity to channel frequencies for you. So check out my web pages, earthwoman.com and patriciawalls.net, unlockingthemysteriesoflightlanguage.com. I shall see you soon.